Good morning, students. Welcome to Concept Class. Today, we'll explore one of the most fascinating questions in artificial intelligence. Can a machine think like a human? To understand this, we'll learn about machine intelligence and the famous Turing Test. It was the first real attempt to measure how intelligent a machine can be. Before we talk about machine intelligence, let's define intelligence itself. Humans learn from experience, adapt to new situations, and solve problems creatively. Machines, on the other hand, learn by processing data and following algorithms. Machine intelligence tries to imitate the way we think, but without emotions or consciousness. Human intelligence comes from our brain. We combine logic with emotion, intuition, and creativity. Machine intelligence, however, is built by humans. It learns from data, follows logical steps, and works at incredible speed, but it lacks human judgment and emotion. To understand modern AI, we must go back to 1950. When Alan Turing, the father of computer science, asked a revolutionary question: can machines think? He designed an experiment, now called the Turing Test, to find out if a computer could imitate human conversation so convincingly that people couldn't tell the difference. The Turing test is like a game of imitation. A person chats with both a human and a computer through text messages. If the person can't identify which one is the computer, we say that the computer has shown human-like intelligence. This test doesn't check for emotion or creativity, only whether the machine can use language intelligently enough to fool a person. The first chatbot, Eliza, was created in 1966 to mimic a psychologist's conversation. Today's systems like Siri, Alexa, and ChatGPT are much more advanced. They use natural language processing to understand questions and respond like humans. Although they're not truly conscious, they often come close to passing the Turing test. The Turing test gave scientists a goal to make machines that can communicate naturally. It also inspired research in fields like speech recognition and learning algorithms. But it raises deep questions. Even if a machine talks like us, does it truly understand what it's saying? That's still debated today. Human intelligence combines logic with creativity. We can improvise, feel empathy, and make moral judgments. Machines, however, rely solely on logic and data. While they can outperform us in calculations and memory, they still lack emotional depth and true understanding. Machine intelligence doesn't replace human intelligence, it extends it. Just as neurons in our brain connect to form thoughts, artificial neural networks connect to form patterns. Together, humans and machines can achieve far more. This partnership is called augmented intelligence. The Turing test remains a symbolic goal. It reminds us what it truly means to be intelligent. Modern AI systems don't just imitate humans anymore, they predict, analyze, and even create. But the Turing test is still our reminder of where it all began, the idea of teaching machines to think. To summarize, the Turing test was the first real measure of artificial intelligence. Humans think with emotion and intuition. while machines rely on logic and data, but together, when combined, they form a powerful blend of creativity and computation. Let's do a fun experiment. Two volunteers will answer your questions, one pretending to be a computer, and one as themselves. If you can't tell who's who, the computer passes our mini Turing test. This activity helps us understand how difficult it is to distinguish between human and machine reasoning.